Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy celebrations, celebrate good, and today we're continuing with our consistency. So, for those that don't know, my name is Paul, and I have been doing some challenges in the past. So, we have one ongoing challenge that is to create 100 videos in 100 days, and today we are at day 94, and I also started a challenge to upload as consistent as possible on YouTube. So, what I mean by doing that? Every day I try to sit down, pick my camera, and record myself without any great scripts, without anything planned, just get out my thoughts on the camera and potentially help you with that. So, my main goal is to show you how I managed to quit my procrastination to almost 90%, quit all my scrollings, social medias, and start doing something fulfilling in my life. So, let's go. With content creation, I started not very long time ago. That was almost 3 months ago. And I can say how consistency has helped me. No matter if it's school day, if it's a hard test, if I have some plans made, or I have some celebrations like today, I still learned to stick to the content creation that I once promised to myself. And we are making some great progress. So, on the side from making content creation, I actually managed to quit almost 90% or more of my procrastination. That means no more scrolling on the bed for hours, no more procrastinating on social media, or just doing anything not productive. That means I'm sitting on my sofa, I'm watching too much TV. But right now my procrastination looks like this. I pick up my camera, I sit down, I have nothing scripted out, and I just talk to you. And this is what my current procrastination looks like. So, today's video topic that I want to share with you is there's one thing that helped me to solve my procrastination. And it's actually my confidence going up. You see, turns out that I was procrastinating just because of this one thing, and that was I was scared to do a decision. I used to catch myself scrolling on the phone, on the bed, and not doing all the work, whether it's schoolwork, preparing for tests, doing some hard homework that I don't know how to start, or picking up my camera and starting recording. And hours pass by and I do nothing. And I was just scared, anxious of doing the action itself. Now this confidence that I'm talking about looks like this. I make all the decisions 10 times faster, and I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I just make as much of decisions that I can. So you see, this confidence is nothing grand. It's nothing special. You don't have to go and speak in front of thousands or millions of people. You just have to do a few things that matter the most. And this is where our consistency with ourselves comes down. Therefore, we know that confidence helps us to quit procrastination. And it's true because I did that by myself. And I want to help you today to understand this, that you can do this too. And there are a few things that I did practically that moved me forward to this position that I am right now. Creating videos, not being afraid to talk to people, not being afraid to talk to a camera, planning, making important decisions. So, here's how my whole process looked like. I'm an introvert, and making decisions that involves public speaking, involves making decisions with other people, or doing something that is completely unusual to me. In short, completely going out of your comfort zone. So, being an introvert and making these decisions confidently is not something that can be achieved very quickly. And as I said, I started this challenge around 94 days ago, and only about the last week I started feeling really energetic, really confident about what I'm doing, because I saw some good results, and I also accepted who am I. Because when I used to procrastinate a lot and fear a lot of making decisions, the main problem was that I was only thinking about what others people will think about me. I was thinking about how you will see me in front of the camera and how everyone around me view me. So you see, there is a lot of stress involved, and I 100% believe that you feel the same, and you would definitely want to start doing new hobby, new activity, whether it's content creation, starting that business that you see on social media, maybe picking up drawing, experimenting in your class, or let's say going to the gym for the first time. And there is this thing that to be confident about yourself, you have to not think about what others think about you. But when you are an introvert, you can't just magically switch from not thinking. So, the first step that helped me to relieve my mind and stop this negative thinking about others and believing more in myself was actually as simple as journaling every single day. So you see, if you want to start to believe more in yourself, you have to get everything down on paper. Because when you are just thinking about processes, thinking about doing this, thinking about doing that, it's impossible to decide and make an actual good plan just in your mind. So that's why I picked it up journaling. And I have a very good and very clear tutorial made on my previous video, so you can check that out. And this process looked like this. I just write every single new idea, every single new thing that I think about, and I let just sit it there. I didn't have to take my camera, record myself. I did not pressure myself to do something unusual. I just picked it up my notebook and let's say journal it for 30 days in a row. What did is that while I wasn't actually taking some action, as you would say, but in reality, I was preparing myself for that action. And when you are an introvert, the best way for you to make some decision is to highly calculate it. And I see that I am doing this all the time. Whenever I want to make a new idea, switch something up in my content creation, I have to 10 times write it down, think about it, stress about it, calculate every possible outcome, and only then when I feel confident about this decision, I make it. So you get the point. We write down everything that we are thinking about to calculate it and then make a confident decision. And we believe in ourselves the most when we clearly see the whole picture, we clearly see all the outcomes, and then we can make a decision. So this was the first step to become more confident about what you do. No matter if it's content creation, no matter if you start a new hobby, a new thing, or you just have to speak in front of people. So this is the first step, to journal. Now, the second thing was more practical, and that was to, one time or another, you will have to get out of your comfort zone. And I believe that the best time to do this is while you are very young. So, as I'm almost 17 years old. Maybe you are younger or you are someone older, but we are still young. We are students. Maybe you don't have so much responsibility. And this is the time where you can really fuck up and you can do anything. And well, if you fail with content creation or you start some new business or new idea and someone thinks that you are dumb, well, that's just okay. But there are two things that you can do. Either you can stress about it, you can think about other people and then don't do anything, or you can accept it and tell to yourself that, nice, people see me no matter if it's good, if it's bad, and why not just do more and trust ourselves. So the second step is to actually start what you wanted to do and do that consistently. So I picked up my camera without having any previous experience, without being fluent on the camera, without knowing how to speak English perfectly. I used to script my whole videos and read line by line, and I used to film myself only when I was completely alone in the house. So you see, I'm an introvert and I was calculating every single move that I made. And this helped me to build a very good foundation of content creation. And when I was a little bit more prepared and a little bit more experienced with it, let's say after I have made 10 videos just for myself, that means no uploading, I was getting that confidence and consistency power a little bit up. So I believe the best way to go around it is to do challenges for yourself. So my first challenges, as you can probably see now, I made a huge calendar and I promised myself to make 100 videos. That means every single day I was making videos on Instagram, then I reposted to TikTok, to YouTube, and now I'm making a challenge to record myself every single day on YouTube. That means creating videos for you every single day. I will fail, I will mess up, I know that I have some ums, I do some pauses, or I have to repeat my sentences, but that's the key to learning. You have to make a lot of mistakes, and you have to make a lot of things that if you want to improve yourself. So this is how my today's script looks like. You see, I only have a few bullet points, and I know that I am not going through them consistently, but this is what you need. My main goal right now is to improve my skill at speaking at the camera, saying my thoughts more clearly and not losing them all. So how I do this? I set my challenge. I'm recording every single day, no matter what, whether it's Christmas, whether it's holidays, and I am doing as much as I can. So this is another way how to build confidence. You start a challenge and you are not afraid to fail. You are not afraid if everyone sees you, because you are doing a challenge. You know that you have committed to something and you are doing this to just fulfill your dream, fulfill your idea, fulfill your plan, and you stick to it. And what builds confidence better than seeing the results come in, than seeing you complete something fully? That goes the same with procrastination. You see that you procrastinate before you make huge decisions or when you are thinking about making some actions. You are not dumb. All these people on social media are yelling at you that you don't know things, you don't know how to start, you are not doing anything. But in reality, you know everything. It's mainly the question of your confidence. Are you able to start and do things, or are you afraid of something? And, well, the simplest solution is you need someone that has gone through the same steps. That is what I want to provide for you. I want to show you what I'm doing and hopefully help you start the same. So, with procrastination, when you catch yourself scrolling on the phone, watching social media, just remember that you need confidence. And how can we find confidence? Well, by doing a lot, by writing down everything that is causing you to stress, causing you to feel anxiety, and trying to solve these problems in silence. Just find the time when you are completely alone and think. Write down all the possibilities, all the consequences, and as you do the best, try to calculate what you can do. So, my best calculated decision was to make content, especially on YouTube, and trust the process. I am doing a challenge, I am trusting this challenge, and I won't stop until I feel fulfilled. So, I calculated myself that my best decision was to make content, and I'm completely trusting it. And when you make a complete decision by yourself, you already feel more confident because you decided, you talked with yourself, and you know that this is the best for you. And now as I speak, I remember one more thing that I want to share with you, and that is when you don't start the activity that you wanted or the habit that you wanted to start, there is one particular thing that is like mind-blowing. Before you start doing something, let's say content creation, all you are thinking about what others people will think about you. You're thinking about what content creation consists of, that is filming a video, getting a camera, when in reality we don't know the other 90% of content creation. And that is the best part about doing anything new. You have to start, and when you actually commit yourself to something new, that means whether you commit yourself to quitting procrastination, you commit yourself to making videos, you commit yourself to going to the gym, your mind starts to operate in a different way. Every day you start to think about new ways, new ideas, about this thing that you picked up. You start to learn so many new things by just starting and doing that a lot of new possibilities open up to you. And let's say you didn't like the activity that you picked, but you learned so much and a lot of new doors open at you. So let's say you started content creation, you didn't like it, but you learned how to edit videos, you learned how to film yourself, you learned how to talk, how to script, and now you think that, well, I saw that I'm very bad at speaking in front of the camera, but I am really great at writing. So you decide to give writing a try. You see where I'm going there? Starting something and failing at it might be the best opportunity for you and might be the best start that you can ever have. Because it 100% opens new doors to you, because when you start and you do something, you learn a completely different side of that thing. And just by scrolling and just by procrastinating and thinking about starting and doing some activity, you won't get to know the full picture. And that is what causes the most stress and anxiety. So it's better to start, fail, instead get to know the reality, and you will set yourself for other things so great. This video might not be fantastic because, as I said, I'm learning to speak on the spot, to make as few mistakes as I can and just speak on the spot and try to explain something to you. So I want to quickly conclude what we learned today. So the best thing that helped me and definitely help you to quit procrastination, scrolling, is having more confidence. And how we build more confidence is by writing down our ideas, our thoughts, brainstorming and questioning ourselves on the paper. Pick a notebook, pick a sheet of paper. It can be just countless papers that you pick, it doesn't matter. Just write it down and try to make a clear plan for yourself. Because you and I are introverts and we do everything best when we calculate. So do that, and your next step is to actually start doing. So if you are afraid of starting and telling everyone, do everything in silence. Whether film videos just for yourself, make something, learn about something, while you have time. There is no need to instantly jump into action when you can prepare yourself for it. So that's what they call just build up your confidence. And the last step is to understand that when you pick something new, you learn the complete different side of that thing. And some things definitely cannot be learned just by thinking about it, reading about it, watching it. You have to do. I hope that this Christmas video will help you to understand better what it takes to start, what it takes to do. And right now, this is the most perfect time in a year when you can prepare yourself before the new year. You can start doing these new things and become the most energetic, confident person for the new year. So, if you want to learn more, I have a private community, top link in the description. And I hope that with this challenge, I'll see you tomorrow.